Hello everybody, and this is the Badger King 73. I would like to welcome you guys to my um, new YouTube channel. This is actually my first YouTube channel, and as you can see, I'll be uploading various Total War content. For example, right now this is a Mortal Empires um, Total War Warhammer 2 campaign that I'm about to do. Um, I'm not really going to jump into much of an introduction. I'm just pretty much going to jump right in. After I get done with my video, I'll kind of tell you guys a little about what I'm thinking about doing and things like that. So, without further ado, let's jump in. So I'm going to be playing as Bretonnia. Let's take a look at the faction effects. So Lewin starts with all knightly vows unlocked. He has a campaign movement range of plus 10%, or I guess that applies to the entire army. And leadership aurora size is plus 50% for all lords when attacking. The lord effects, alright, chivalry plus 10, melee attack plus 8 when fighting against chaos, undead, and greenskins. Leadership plus 12 when fighting against forces of chaos, undead, and greenskins. And passive ability, the blessing of the lady. So race attributes, chivalry, that's a big one with all Bretonnian factions. Through their noble actions, the Bretonnian dukes will benefit from powerful bonuses. Then the peasant economy, farm, or fight. Peasants form Bretonnia's financial and military backbone. Equestrian base unit roster with a host of fast-moving skirmish cavalry and a heavily armored shock cavalry. So that's the big thing about Bretonnia is they don't really have very good melee infantry, but they do have a pretty badass cavalry. So, with that being said, I am playing on campaign hard difficulty and battle hard difficulty, and let's just go ahead and jump right in. So I'm not going to lie, I've played Bretonnia before, but I actually did not do a very good job at it. I was not used to playing with a cavalry-heavy faction, honestly, and I just went ahead and put a whole bunch of infantry and pretty much had a military full of low-tier infantrymen. And by the time Chaos came, they absolutely wrecked me. So I'm hoping I will learn from the mistakes that I made then, and let's go ahead and listen to this guy.
Blessed is your rule over Bretonnia, yet darkness spreads from abroad and threatens your kingdom. The threat is real. It must be faced. To the east, the greedy merchant princes of Marienburg conspire to consolidate their riches. Observe that much wealth flows into Marienburg, but very little emerges. Further south, in the Grey Mountains, greenskins and dwarfs vie for control of the peaks. Whoever wins may yet cause trouble for you, my lord. Beyond, the wood elves in their mysterious forest protect their homes. Whilst at the coast, the Duke of Bordello is as unpredictable as the roiling sea, and as secretive as the watery depths. Elsewhere, the unliving lords of Mucilon wage war against mortal men. The bickering dukedoms ignore the looming threat, and so it falls to you to act, my liege. Only a united Bretonnia can face these growing perils. Raise your banner, King Leoncoeur, and drive this evil from the world in the lady's blessed name.
Okay, so let's look at how they play. Again, chivalry. Chivalry is won or lost through honorable or dishonorable acts. Benefits are conferred on Bretonnian factions as their chivalry increases. The Green Knight. The Green Knight may be called upon at times to assist the defense of the realm. And peasants. Bretonnian peasants work the land, but may instead be drafted to fight in battles. Doing so may cause income to suffer, however. Learn more about Bretonnia. Alright, got that. So let's
My lord,
go ahead
the
and
Dukes of
let's
Bretonnia
see.
have resided under a chivalrous code for many years.
So go ahead and get that out of there. So attain 800 chivalry. That is the errantry war. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but we get 5,000 treasury, so it's a pretty big deal, if I say so myself. My lord, the Dukes of Bretonnia have resided under a chivalrous code for many years. Honor this tradition. Build upon the great foundations of Gilius Le Breton and lead the ready to go. Lead the knightly orders forward to glory. So let's take a look at our army. Something I didn't do before we started. So they have spearmen at arms. Not really too I guess fancy. I guess I should say. They only have a melee defense of 30 and melee attack of 18. They have 30 armor, which isn't the best in the world, and the weapon strength is only at a 22. So basically, these guys are human shields. So yeah, we have the Knights of the Realm. So these guys are a shock cavalry. Then we have Pegasus Knights. We have a melee attack of 32, and then we have the Field Trebuchet. So, alright, so let's take a look at diplomacy before we move on. So we're at oh my gosh. We are at war with a fair bit of people starting out. So we are at war. Our most immediate enemies are what looks to be Marienburg and the Greenskins. We have the Norskins to the north, and I don't even think I've heard of. Were these guys in Warhammer 1? I'm not entirely sure. We have the scaling. So, obviously, well, actually, maybe we should check for trade. Let's try and see if we can get any type of trade. So let's go for the Bretonnian provinces first. Let's actually go for non-aggression pacts with them.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so he's not going to take it. We're not going to offer any money right off the bat either. Let's go for the green. So let's try to get a trade agreement with the Empire.
How can the
And they'll accept. That's good. Trade agreement with these guys. They have accepted.
Do you know
Ortis.
Welcome, friends. Let's hope we can
They'll go for a non-aggression
come to
pact,
accommodation.
but let's see if they'll go for a trade agreement as well.
If
They
needs
will,
must.
so let's take that. And
Dark are these times.
let's go for Casson. Carcassonne. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that or not. Let's go for a non-aggression pact with these guys as well. I'm going for non-aggression pacts with pretty much all of the Bretonnian provinces, mostly because I want to be able to confederate with them in the future. But in terms of military alliances, I really don't like military alliances or defensive alliances,
by the light of the lady.
so to speak. Mostly because if you revoke your side of the deal on military alliance, it can really hurt your reliability. So if I'm going to get an alliance, it's going to be with one with the same faction, or it's going to have some type of strategic benefit towards me. So that's what my plan is, kind of to do, work for a military alliance, defensive alliances with my fellow Bretonnian provinces, so that maybe it'll make it easier for us to confederate in the future. So let's take a look at Marienburg's army. It's not too shabby. They have mortars, have some spearmen, and then they have some swordsmen. So they have stronger infantrymen than we do, but we probably have the upper hand in terms of cavalry. Starting out, we do not have that strong of an economy. I mean, it's not too bad. It could be a lot stronger. So let's go ahead and see what we need to build first. These guys are absolutely, in my opinion, worthless. These guys, the foot squires, are actually the ones that I was talking about. I honestly do not like these guys at all. If we're going to get anybody, it's going to be men at arms, pole arms. They have a very good melee defense, which is good. Um, and obviously that could probably be increased with certain lord effects and things like that. And yeah, so we might as well invest a little bit into cavalry as well, maybe this turn. I think that would be a good idea, honestly. So let's go ahead and let's go with this. We're not gonna upgrade our settlement chain just yet because then it'll take up all of our income, and we don't necessarily want that. But yeah, let's take a look at our research. Are we able to research anything? We can go for the chivalric code, or we can go for economic investment. Considering our economy is struggling a little bit, I think that it would be maybe in our best interest to first go for economic investment. It gives us growth +4 and then income from settlement buildings +3%. And in my opinion, that's pretty good to start off with. Once we get the chivalric code, we can move on and start forging, or hopefully trying to forge confederations. And that's what these technologies are able to do. So yeah, let's go for the economic investment first, though. Try to help our economy so that we can eventually increase our army size and everything like that. So, as you can see, we have a...
Not likely.
Well, like I already mentioned, I guess I should say, we have a Marian force at the border. It would be probably in our best interest to kind of push forward towards Marienburg. I don't know how big of a garrison they have. It's 9, so it's not too shabby. They don't have walls, it looks like, right off the bat. Actually, never mind. I don't know that until I get closer to the settlement. So, yeah, let's go ahead and put our damsel in Leoncourt's army. Pretty sure she might. I don't know. Does she provide any kind of magic? Let's take a look at her stuff right here. So she looks like she can. She just has to level up first. Alrighty. Sorry, we're going for cavalry. That's right. Then after we go for cavalry, we will go ahead and go for our main settlement chain, upgrade, and try to go for a rally field, then everything moving up from there. These guys do have pretty good armor. I just don't think they're that effective, to tell you the truth, so... Alright, well, let's go ahead and move in and
You seek the lady's favor.
attack this Marienburg army, and we'll get our first battle in.
Warrior king.
So let's go for it. Looks like they're going to retreat.
Making my way.
See if they move anywhere closer. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Is Marienburg at war with just us? They are. So if we commit towards attacking that force anymore, we run the risk of having the what are these guys called? The Skull Smashers. We run the risk of the Skull Smashers coming in and attacking us from the side. Now they're not that large, but we would probably be severely weakened from a battle with these guys. Would it be worth it? We are out of the what do you call it? The sphere of range or whatever, influence. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really entirely sure with the terms and definitions of most of these Warhand or Total War lingo, but I do know if this guy's within the red spot of this guy, they get reinforcements. I don't think reinforcements we'll be able to reach, so I think we're
King
fine
Leoncoeur.
with fighting this battle. So, we're not at war with anybody from the south by the looks of it. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and push forward. We do have a relatively larger armor than these guys, so I think we would be fine.
King Louis.
Unless they recruit some, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. So let's go ahead and commit and attack this
My
force.
right.
Okay, so pretty much evenly matched. We have a little bit of an advantage by the looks of it. Let's take a look at the terrain and everything like that. Pretty open, looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this battle. Okay, so we only have a 7. I think we can probably gamble and get away with it. Looks like we can. Man, it took us all the way up to 24. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and form a spear line. It's not the most impressive line, but we are going to rely a lot on our cavalry. So let's put our cavalry over here onto the flanks. Let's group our Pegasus Knights, that's what they're called, over here to the side a little bit. Get our trebuchets over here behind our guys right there, and get our Lewin the Encore and the Damsel. Let's put them right there. Actually, Lewin the Encore right there and Damsel right there. Just take a look at Lewin the Encore's, I guess, effect right there. So missile resistance plus 44%, magic resistance plus 44%. And this just adds to our melee attack and our melee defense, so that's pretty good, considering our front line isn't the best in the entire world. So these guys are deployed over there, so let's move these guys over. I'm going to try to use my Pegasus Knights to move in and take out their artillery. See, can we reach? We sure can. Alright, so, yeah, let's get started. Go ahead and push our cav out. Push those guys forwards. Let's get some, hits on their artillery. Looks like they're going after our cav. That's totally fine. Alright, let's get these guys to come in here and take those guys out.
Spearmen at arms! Moving at pace!
Just bring these guys up on top of this hill. Bring these guys up on top of this hill.
King Louis Leoncoeur!
Alright. Alright, let's get our Pegasus Knights out of there before they take too much damage. Go ahead and take these guys out, move in and take these guys out, take their archers out. Kind of try to cycle charge these guys in there.
King Louis Leoncoeur!
Alrighty.
Chosen!
Push them in.
All shall know my power.
Let's see, what can these guys shoot at these guys right here?
We are ready.
Alright, let's go ahead and put our Pegasus Knights in and let our Cav come in and charge these guys in the back. Same thing for these guys.
We are ready. Peasant bowmen, by the lady. Loose.
Let's go ahead and he's not taking any kind of resistance, I guess. So go ahead and push these guys in over here. Ooh, get out of there! Get out of there! Oh my gosh! Where's my other guy at? I wasn't even paying attention. Okay.
At once. Knights of the Ring.
Alright, so our Pegasus Knights are done over here. Let's go ahead and
For Bretonnia. Awaiting orders.
alright,
Understood.
let's get Lou and the Encore over there and take care of this guy.
I see much.
Let's give him a little bit of a buff there.
My lady brought me your sight.
Let's see. Actually, let's use one of these guys to go and chase these guys down. Looks like we're going to lose one of our trebuchet units because I was not paying close attention. Let's plow into the back of these guys. Ooh, actually, go ahead, attack them. Alright, get out of there. Come on. Gosh dang, I can't believe I was not paying attention. Anyways, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back in. Alright, you guys stay out. Alright. Let's chase these guys down as much as we can. And go after their archers, after their swords. Send Lu and the Encore after the general.
Come on, lads.
See if she can catch up or anything like that.
Ready for battle. Ride them down. Yes.
Go ahead and pull our spearmen back.
Quick now. Spearman at arms.
See if we can get a few shots on those guys.
Fill them with holes. For knights.
Take those guys out.
Knights of the Iron.
Try to slow their general down just a little bit.
Kill 'em! Bretonians, attack!
See if you can get some artillery shots in there. Alright,
Sorceress at speed.
let's fast forward a little bit. The enemy lord is wounded. That is good. That's all we really wanted right there. So let's go ahead and end this battle. So it's a decisive victory. Honestly, wasn't the prettiest thing out of all, considering I sent my artillery within the front lines on accident, but that's fine. Just me not paying attention, I guess. So it's totally cool. We all do shit like that sometimes. Some more than others. So we did a pretty fair number on these guys. Let's go ahead and go for unit replenishment. Mostly because we are worried about these guys coming down and attacking us. If we were to move in and take Marienburg, would we be able to do it? Let's go for Route Marcher. This is what I go for with all my lords. Follower gained. is really not a whole lot right now. So now, since we got a little bit of loot, we can go ahead and move in and upgrade our main settlement chain.
You seek the lady's favor.
So now, what should we do now? Should we go ahead and push forward and take Marienburg? I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably have walls. That's true. Okay, so
The lady's chosen.
would she be able to? No, she'd just be able to steal technology. So they do have walls. They have 9 in their garrison. Let's take a look at their garrison. They have halberdiers and things like that. It's very tempting, to tell you the truth. But would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to move in and take these guys out and take arguably one of the most income-rich cities in the game, or do we pull back? I kind of want to go ahead and push forward and try to get peace with Marienburg. I highly doubt we'll be able to get peace with the greenskins up here, though, and that's kind of what the problem is with us. Is you know, I don't want to push forward to Marienburg and then, even if we win the battle, be, you know, hindered, I guess would be a word to say. I don't really know. Yeah, I just don't want our army to take a huge hit, you know, and then have the greenskins come down and have their way with us. So
By the light of the lady.
I kind of feel as if it would be in our best interest to see. These guys can definitely reach Marienburg next turn.
I am the blood of Gilles.
Probably will not be able to get peace with them either. It's the first turn, so. But we can maybe we can get peace with these guys. Maybe not. No, not so much. Gosh, it's a hard decision. I just don't want to take Marienburg and then be wiped out by the greenskins. We can do a commandment. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we're having public order problems. Duty taxes. So we go for growth. Should probably go for something that does public order. Control plus 10. Untainted plus 2. So they call it control in Bretonnia. Let's go with control for now. So we're gonna have a little bit going for us. So,
King Lewin.
well, I mean, what should I do? I say I'm feeling kind of ballsy. So I say let's go ahead and push forward with Marienburg. Might be a dumb idea, but I think it'll be worth it in terms of getting that extra income, you know, really benefiting our economy and things like that. And yeah, let's go for it. Let's see what we can do. If it's
Smite them.
okay, so we're gonna have to build some stuff because it is a settlement. I did not think about that though. Did not think about that. We can't necessarily run in and rush the walls. Let's see. Well,
The lady.
let's just get a battering ram. We're going to try to do this as fast as we can so that we can avoid. With the greenskins, if they build any, then we're going to pull back because I highly doubt we'll be able to fend off, you know, another battle against the greenskins. So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure the greenskins in Marienburg do not have any types of alliance, so that's good. Is there anything? Did I go through all the trade? I'm not entirely sure.
Dark are these times. The lady grants you her blessings.
Good. Alright, I think we did. So, let's, I guess call it an end turn. Again, this is kind of risky, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, we gotta risk it for the biscuit every once in a while. We gotta do things that, you know, we gotta do things in order to succeed, I guess, right? Not the most wordy guy, but hey. Let's go ahead and end thy turn. See what these guys do. Looks like they're not going to move down and attack me now. Which is good. Oops, my bad. Green skin in unpleasant land. Your people live in fear, for evil stalks fair Bretonnia. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but we have green skin incursions, so it means control is going to be -20 for all provinces. So occupy or raise a green skin settlement to counteract this. Okay, so our next stop might not be Marienburg, actually.
No. Bretonnians.
I'll tell you what, we're at -14.
For the lady.
So it looks like we're gonna have to abandon this, because if we're gonna have public order problems, we don't want to have to. I mean, we're only going to be able to have one army, most likely, you know, and it's all coming to me now. I remember. All right, so let's go ahead and abandon this, actually, because if we're going to have green skin incursions, it's going to be ridiculously impossible trying to maintain these two provinces and things like that. So let's go ahead and break the siege. Yes.
I shall prevail.
It's like we worked so hard to get to that, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe we can get a peace agreement with the. Really? Oh, I accidentally clicked continue siege, didn't I?
And my right.
Break siege. There we go.
Begins.
Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and just deploy Louis the Encore's army back into Bretonnia. What is this province called? Is it called Bretonnia, or is it called Couronne? The same as the city name. It's called Couronne. Alright. Right? I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Couronne. Let's go ahead and deploy them back into Couronne, get some replenishment and things like that. So we are able to get some men-at-arms. We don't really want to get peasant mob, even though they are low cost. I almost think they'd be just pretty much worthless. So, just hold on a minute. Let's kind of think about this for a second. They have a melee attack of 27 and melee defense of 26. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some men-at-arms, and then let's go for another archer unit. Okay. So how are we doing on turns? We got 2 more turns until the settlement upgrade, and we got 1 more turn until we can get some more cavalry. Or not cavalry, yeah, cavalry. Which will allow us to get a knight's errant, which has a charge bonus of 54, armor at 80. Oh no, my gosh, I can't even think. Okay, mounted yeoman and mounted yeoman archers. So we should probably get some of those guys as well. Okay, let's see if we can get peace with Marienburg.
All right. My hand hovers
Still cannot do that. That's fine. And we're ready for an intern. I can't really upgrade anything else. So, all right, let's go ahead and end this turn as well. Sorry about that again. I keep on hitting my microphone. I don't mean to. It's probably going to be a little bit louder because I moved it closer to my mouth. Go ahead and fast forward here. Let's see, these guys have grown a little bit. Marienburg is not there. Let's try again to get peace with Marienburg.
Sigmar's will. It is late in the
Still
day
won't be
for
able
Bretonnia to come running on their pony.
Let's see, Skull Smashers. We got peace with you. Not yet.
World Walker.
Norse gun?
A negotiation.
Nope. That's totally fine. Totally fine. We just, I guess, really need to prepare ourselves for the next green skin incursion. Can't really do anything except build our forces up and try to attack Grunzent. But we have to do it before Marienburg does, I guess, because let's see. Where did it say it? Right there. So we have to occupy or raise a greenskin settlement to counteract this. And you know, I don't really want to wait the full 19 turns before we are able to you know, do that. So, but also we can't just march in there and take Grunzent because they have a garrison of 12 units plus their surrounding reinforcements. So
By the light of the lady.
and Marienburg's not at war with Grunzent, but they are deteriorating. So I mean, it could possibly happen. Right, so let's go ahead and how much income do we have? We have 748. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can get any more trade agreements. Let's go by attitude. Here we go.
No evil, the lady grants you her blessings.
She might take a
and
trade
is
agreement. She
dead.
accepted.
Protector of the
Can we get a trade
Welcome,
agreement with you
friends.
guys? We can try to get
Let's
a
hope we
non-aggression
might
pact.
get
They
you.
rejected. It's fine. Looks like that's all we can do in terms of the trade. So yeah, we can't really. We can afford to try to get a 20 stack army. I really want to. See, we can go for some mounted yeomanry.
Seek the lady's favor.
Did I say that right? Yep, mounted yeoman archers. Let's go for a few of these guys. Like I said at the beginning of this, you know, this video, Bretonnia is a heavily cavalry-based faction. Gosh dang. You guys are going to definitely come to the realization that I suck at talking, but that's totally fine, totally fine. These guys have pretty low upkeep. There are more peasants in your armies than your faction can sustain. Recruiting this unit will have a negative effect on your farming income. Yep, that's true. Let's just go for that for right now. Might get a few more sword units actually, maybe. They have pretty low upkeep, so I'm not entirely, I won't be, I guess, too sad about the, the shock it has on our economy, but I mean, we can go for a couple more spearmen at arms and make it a full 20 stack. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Let's try to fight another. Let's try to fight like a green skin incursion first, so we can get some experience, and then we'll go and take out Grungzin. Or try our best, anyways. We really need to try to get peace with Marienburg, though.
Yes.
I don't want to deal with them.
Here come the embodiment of mounted
But we probably won't be able to.
The Bretonnian knights.
Unless we offer them a payment. We can't offer them too much. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it this turn, unfortunately. So we just got to kind of keep an eye out for Marienburg. They might deploy an army to attack us first, so let's enter. Actually, kind of thinking about an idea, maybe. What if we went on in and rushed and took Marienburg real fast, and then moved on to take Grungzin. Either way, we'll probably deal with the greenskin intrusion. But let's see what can we do. Let's go for this. I believe that's probably one of the most important things we can do because it really buffs our soldiers up. So these guys are still growing. Okay, looks like we can build some stuff. We have 5 more turns before we will be able to get a tier 3. Tier 3, how much does the tier 3? It costs 3,200 in this province, city. We can go for growth, or that's not growth, that is income generated, but it's, again, I think it's a little bit counter productive if we have only something that can go up to tier 3. So but by the looks of it, that's about all we can get, so I guess what we should do is just save our money. Not necessarily build anything. Alright. Let's just save our money up a little bit. Our economy's not doing incredibly hot anyways, so see, we got how many more turns? We got 6 more turns. So in 6 turns, will we be able to move in, take Marienburg, replenish enough to try to fight a battle against the Greenskins?
King Lewin.
It's a pretty hard thing to. Oh no. Let's go ahead and move in, see what kind of army they have.
Absolutely not. I'll ignore that.
Kind of a strong one going on right here.
I will not obey.
But yeah, we're just going to try to save our money up. But I think it'd be really in our best interest to try to at least come and get Marienburg. The thing is, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. You know, I don't want to deploy Louis Leoncar's army and you know, take Marienburg, but then be severely weakened. You know, weakened enough that the Greenskins can come and finish us off. So it's kind of a hard thing to do. And the same thing goes with Grungzin. You know, if you move in and take Grungzin, and Marienburg wants to come in and take us out after we do that, you know, there's nowhere for us to run. We're gonna have to fight it pretty much. So I mean, it's just a matter of what should we do and things like that. So there's 9 in the garrison. We got 3 right there.
Bids this.
Yeah, 13 coming in right there. So
You seek counsel?
I wonder if we
I am the blood
leave
of
him
Caesar.
deployed there, will they decide to deploy their army and face us again, or you know, what? Let's just leave him deployed there.
My blade is ready.
Let's go with another intern. Or, I'll tell you what we could do. We can try to go for Gorsel real fast. Occupy it, draw their attention over to Gorsel, move in, take Marienburg. I think that would be a good idea, though, actually. So we have 5 more turns. So could we couldn't reach Gorsel right off the bat.
I refuse. The lion.
These guys are still growing stronger. Probably still won't be able to get peace with either
Yes.
one of them.
Tribesmen, gather.
I'm in a bad mood.
Nope.
So human.
Sigma's will.
Probably not Marienburg. I don't really want to try to
Hovers
get peace with
closer.
Marienburg anyways.
You
So
seek the lady's favor.
let's try to if we put him in there, get a little bit closer maybe. Yeah, let's not put him in full sail because we don't want them to be tired or
I
anything
will
like that.
not obey.
These guys have 14. How much do these guys have?
By
They have
Sigma.
13, so they might try to come in and take Rome. One. So we can upgrade this in Corona. Get a rally field. That would allow us to get a little bit of a stronger infantryman. So I have 4 more turns until we can get another building in L'Enguel. It looks like we need a windmill before we can move and get another farm. That costs 1,000, but what do I need? Why can't I get the buildings required fields? But we have fields. So why can't we get a... Oh, duh. Never mind. That was a dumbass move. Okay. We gotta upgrade our main settlement chain before we can do that. Alright. So I guess that's a pretty good plan, trying to go for Corcel and just occupy it, try to gain their attention. And if they try to move in towards Crone, that's when we move in to try to take Marienburg, okay? Yeah. Because Marienburg provides 730. I mean, it's a pretty good settlement to try to take, you know, so... Or we don't take Corcel. Maybe we just raise it, or sack it. Because we still want to be able to get peace with Marienburg? Oh no. We got 17 more turns though, so...
King Lewin.
Looks like I can't take
for
him
the
out, so let's just
lady.
go. Stranger Things. Do I want to do it? This site is home to an ancient shrine to a lost god. The place is bathed in power, and as your followers approach angry ruins, upon the shrine illuminate their glow, a beacon to the weary. Choose. Booms a beam, disembodied voice. So your army will perform better in battle. Let's go for that aggression. Mathalan's blessing. Your exploration of the high seas has led to a blessing from the Lord of the Deeps. Your troops will be protected from harm while they have the elven god's favor. So we got treasury plus 1,500, and then Mathalan's blessing. So we got 10 turns of physical resistance, 25 by 25%.
King Lewin Leoncoeur.
Okay, so they ain't half bad. So that means we can come in here and we can go for untainted, something like that. Gives us control +2. I kind of think it'd be better if we went for the rally field. Not really too worried about that right now, so let's go for this right now. We got plenty of money to kind of do it with you know, having a little bit of a buffer. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all we can do for this turn. I don't really want to upgrade anything else. Our economy is still not doing the best in the world, but I think it's pretty important we have an army as large as we do, so that we can move in and take Marienburg within the next few turns. So let's go with that and see how things turn out.
You come to Bretonnia, stranger.
What do they want? They want a trade agreement? You have a trade agreement. Something that I need kind of bad right now. Oh, it looks like they're going to try to move in and take Rome. So it looks like we're going to have to deploy back to our province before we go for Corcel. Technology research, economic investment. It's good. Helps our economy out just a little
I
bit.
am the blood of
We
Your plan is a good one.
should probably go back as soon as we can.
Zog off.
Alright, let's
You seek the lady's
let's go
favor.
ahead and deploy these guys back on.
To victory! By the light of
And
the lady.
hopefully these guys decide to attack Lumen the Encore instead, not go after Crone, because if they attack Crone, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a close one. What was I trying to do? I was trying to look at the garrison, so... Lead defense 38. And our garrison isn't too bad, I guess. But we still need to try to get these guys out. Got 4 more turns. See, I don't think... Is there anything we can do in terms of increasing our defenses, or... Nah. By the looks of it, I guess not. Okay, it's looking like we won't be able to get any growth buildings until we get a water well and things like that, so that kind of makes it a little bit of a challenge. But that's fine. So we kind of really have to pick and choose what kind of buildings we want. Really thinking about whether or not we should go for income, because we kind of need it right now. I guess let's go for the clay pit. It gives us 100, but also kind of benefits towards our trade. So, yeah. Hopefully these guys decide to attack Lumen the Encore instead of Crone. I know for a fact if they attack Lumen the Encore, we'll probably be able to win, considering our force is substantially bigger than theirs. But Crone can totally be a different story. So, not really a whole much else we can do. We can choose a research actually. So, I'm thinking about going for some more economic investment. So we can go for growth and things like that, or we can get income from farms, which is plus 2%. Let's go for the almshouses, or almshouses, however you pronounce that. Gives us growth and things like that. And growth would be kind of important. Then we can go for the technology that does research and things like that. So let's see if these guys try to attack us. That's kind of what I'm hoping they do. I'm really hoping they don't go for Crone. If they do go for Crone, the worst that they'll do will probably siege it, which will allow us enough time to come in and reinforce. So, yeah, I guess let's see kind of what happens. Things like that. And things like that. That is my fallback. That is my crutch. Things like that. Things like that. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Oh, sweet. Alright. I was hoping they would do that. Let's take a look at our terrain and things like that before we jump in. Looks like going to be fighting in between 2 hills. That's fine. It's not too shabby if I say so myself. Let's go ahead and dive in and fight this battle. I'm not particularly a big fan of maps with a whole bunch of trees and things like that. I just find that I'm not a very good fighter in trees, so um, yeah, I and things like that, right? um, so we have a power reserve of 60. I'm thinking we can probably gamble on this. Might go against us though. But it's going to go for us, and we make it to 24 once more. All right, so let's make our spear line. Kind of deploy these guys over here. Don't want to get them too stretched apart. Put our swordsmen as reserves in the back, and kind of help protect our
Men at arms!
archers.
Bowmen! Arrows
So, oh, I did not mean to do that. There we
we serve our liege!
go. Let's go ahead and group these guys together, just because I want to be able to find them easy. But we're going to put one on one flank and the other on the other flank. Let's try not to kill our artillery units this time. There we go. The other one we'll put on this flank as well. And then group these guys together, and so if you put them, let's put them right there. I highly doubt they're going to be hidden really too good, but that's fine. We'll be able to work in behind them and attack their artillery. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's go ahead and get our archers over here, along with our shot cavalry. Same thing over here. Let's deploy these guys over there. Let's see, where are their artillery? There they are. Perfect. Let's go ahead and in there and take their artillery out. Let's go ahead and leave our trebuchets on fire at will. I don't really want to. I don't really want them to move into our front lines like they did last time. Should be able to take out their artillery relatively fast with their Pegasus Knights. Let's go ahead and put our shot cavalry out.
Like the wind!
Same thing with these guys. So yeah, I do believe, looks like we are able to take those guys out relatively well. Let's kind of just deploy these guys in the back. Get our cavalry ready for a charge into their swordsmen. Or the orc boys, I should say. Our spearmen ready. Oh, not too close. Next, let's go ahead and get a cavalry charge in there, and then we'll pull out. Oh, that was a good charge. Alright, let's get him out. Let's get him out of there. Start to work these guys up. Alright, put these guys up.
We are ready!
And let's go ahead and charge our spear infantry in. Get Lou and the Encore in there. Let's go ahead and buff. Let's see. Let's go for these guys right here. Alright.
Men at arms! For the lady!
Okay. Still working on these guys. Let's go ahead and get our Pegasus Knights in there. Alright.
Peasant bowmen!
How's Lou and the Encore doing?
For the lady!
Supposed to be fighting against this guy, but actually these guys aren't doing too bad. Oh, let's get our cav out. Get our cav out. Come on.
It shall be done!
Alright, let's get these guys out. Don't want to get too much damage on him.
Have at him!
Alright,
Field
so
troubleshooting!
let's go ahead and get these guys. Alright, Cav, keep on going. Get out of there. Come on.
At once! For the lady!
Alright, now.
Ready!
It looks like we're not doing too shabby, guys. Doing a little bit better than what I thought we would. See, Lumen Leoncar, he can shoot some deadly stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Might be a little bit more beneficial towards us. Go for these guys. Just like that, guys, we ended the battle, so not too shabby, I might have to say myself. Again, kind of, let's go for these guys. It's kind of worried, you know, I'm a little bit worried about this campaign. Just saying. I'm not entirely the best with cavalry, I will admit that, but, you know, I just put these guys off fire at will. And halt whatever they're doing. Chase these guys down, it's pretty much worthless. There they are. Okay. Go ahead and attack these guys. After these guys. These guys can probably get him down. Go after those guys. Alright, let's fast forward. Looks like he should be about dead, so just a few more shots. Looks like he's gonna make it though, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's good enough. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, I must say so myself. I'm a little bit surprised. Even though our army was a little bit bigger, you know, we have significantly less well, I'm not too surprised that we won the battle, so to speak. I was really hoping that they would win, but our infantry actually held up pretty nicely, and I appreciate that, I guess. So, yeah. So we did pretty good damage to those guys. Who? Let's see who got the most kills. Looks like our shock cavalry did. Oh, let's see. Yeah, the Knights of the Realm. These guys deserve a name. So we can go for leadership +4. Since this is pretty much chivalry based, you don't want to do anything that kind of takes that down. So let's go for the leadership. Alright, can we catch up? Oh no, it's not an intern yet. Follower gained, instinct luck, and no magical training whatsoever. Rank 2. Follower gained. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade our guys here. Alright, so we should probably go for Blade Master and then work on our Lord abilities, and then we'll move in and take the, you know, do our overall army abilities, things like that. And let's see what we have. Causes moderate magical damage. Let's go for that one. That one looks pretty cool. Gives major magical damage. Okay, let's go ahead and move in, try to finish these guys off. And this one's worthy of a auto resolve. Leadership +4. Alright, so
Champion of the lady.
go for devastating charge, full plate of armor, hit points, or hard to hit. Let's go for armor, and then we'll go for melee defense, and then we'll go for the rest. Construction complete. So we have our rally film. That's good. Marienburg is at 10 units, so I highly doubt they will move forward to attack us. Actually, let's see if they're at war with anybody else. Just us still. So that means they probably have a army lingering somewhere. I don't know where, but they probably do. But what that enables us to do is to allows us to kind of increase our army just a little bit. So what can we do here? Let's see, I don't know, do these guys require an armory? Yes, they do. So that needs to be the next thing we build. So let's actually save our money up. Go ahead and put these guys in camp so they can replenish a little bit faster. And yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up for this episode. Yeah, so like I said, I was going to leave, I guess, the biggest part of the introduction for the end of the video. So I'm pretty much just going to be doing Total War Let's Plays on this channel. You know, it's something that I really enjoy. I really like Total War, and you know, it's something that I really want to share my content with the community and things like that. And I kind of it's not like I want to become famous or anything like that, but I do I do appreciate if you guys subscribe. I do appreciate your guys' views, your guys' comments in particular. I want a lot of people to talk to, I guess, pretty much for now. So yeah, so a little bit of the kind of the Let's Plays that I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be doing 3 Let's Plays, so 3 series. This one right here, Bretonnia. Then I'm going to do another Mortal Empires Let's Play. So I'm not entirely sure on which one I'm going to do. I've been tossing it up between Teclis and the Empire and the Dwarves. I really kind of want to do the Empire because the Empire is my favorite faction out of the the entirety of the Warhammer series. So I think it'd be really cool if I could do a campaign and post it on YouTube and things like that. If I do just decide to do the Empire, I might actually continue with the campaign that I have right now. I'm not really too far into it, but I'm at a point where I don't really want to start over. But if I feel like it's necessary, I will start over. It's really not that big of a deal. I've played the Empire once before, and there's so it's not like all of it's new. So and then the third one is going to be a Napoleon Total War Let's Play. I'm going to be playing as France with that one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to leave a like, feel free to leave a dislike, subscribe, leave some constructive criticism. If you guys have any strategies that you would like to share, go ahead and share them with me. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching, and talk to you later.